Hey, Cancer Seekers. Happy birthday. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what's going on. My beautiful Cancerian humans. 3 of Cups. Okay. So there's something worth celebrating, worth taking stock of. What would be the right definition of what I'm picking up from this? And you're like, yeah, celebrations, the 3 of Cups. I know. I have something more accurate in mind for you from this. Picking up more so remembering, maybe celebrating a memory or celebrating something in memory of. Two of Pentacles. It's kind of the environment we're in, right? Beach. But he's not at the beach. He's on concrete. 3, 2. What is the story here? I feel like you're trying to tell me, but it's not coming out. Like, you know what it is you have to say that you want me to express and mirror, but it's not coming out from you, so it's not coming out from me. You and I are mirroring one another, my friend. There's so much water on the table and so much water behind me, and you are water, right? Cardinal water, Cancer. And yet it's like, it's so difficult to say how you feel, even to yourself. Maybe you know it cognitively, but it's hard for you to let it flow outside of you. It like reaches a dam, like a wall that won't let it get to where it wants to get to, express itself to who you want it to be expressed to, so on and so forth. It's like you have all this water and there's someone in front of you that you care about that is thirsty, and you want to give them some of those water, but you're not giving them water. Why? Is it your blockage? Is it an exterior blockage? There it is. Yeah, I nailed it. It just felt like confirmation. What's the point of having money if you can't spend it? What's the point of knowing how to heal if you don't heal? What's the point of having anything really if you can't utilize it? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Speaking of, it's like this outpour that wants to come out of you. Now we have 3, 2, 1. I'm not picking up on a reason why not to. And that's the biggest conundrum here in this reading, because if the reason was shown, if the blockage, the specific reason and the blockage were to be shown, then okay, there's a reason. Okay, now there's a reason. What do we do about it? How do we resolve it, solve it? But I think the reason I'm not picking up on a reason is because there is no reason. And the only one who can explain it is you, Cancer. Why don't you? This is not a rhetorical question. This is not a sarcastic question. This is a genuine question. Why don't you? I'm trying to read this from the cards, and it redirects me to you. Okay, it's interesting what comes to my mind. Sometimes when we're hurt, we want to pay back. We can't do it to the person or the source who hurt us, so we vengeance vicariously. We take it out on someone else. I feel that coming through here, so maybe the reason you're not giving something that you want to give, that you can give, is because you want to punish that person, but it's not even that person as much as it's what they represent or what they remind you of. Ooh, I don't need to tell you that that's not fair. You're intelligent enough to know this. Maybe you just needed that it reflected to you so that you become fully aware that that's what you do or why you do it. The Lovers. And bottom of the deck, the Empress. So the Lover is right after the Ace of Cups. It's self-explanatory. This is a choice of love for some of you. There is only one path. There is only one person in this timeline, in this reading anyway, that is yours. However, the paths have been very maze-like. Different paths, different possibilities, different options present themselves to you. So seemingly there's more than one possibility, but it's not like a maze. It's like one of those rooms where you go inside and there's tons of mirrors, and there's no knowing who's the source of the reflection and where the reflections. So there's one source of the reflection, which is the origin, and then the remaining options are just reflections of that. There's one person who's true for you, and then you have like drafts or mirrors, and there's smoke all around. Makes it hard to tell, even harder to tell. Ten of Cups. So some of you are in a committed relationship, possibly a marriage, likely even a family situation. And there's another person who's outside of that story. They're from a different place. Maybe it's someone that you've known in the past. Maybe it's someone you didn't know in this lifetime in the past, but like a soul past knowing, aka past lifetime possibly. Either way, there's been a detour. They went somewhere else, away from you. And again, this doesn't, I don't think it's actually someone you know from the past in this life. I think for some of you, it's a soul connection from a past lifetime, and your souls went different ways for different reasons. And now they stumbled upon this room full of mirrors, and they see their own reflections, and they see you with one of those reflections. So seemingly you were with them, but you're not with them. They find out that you're not with them. You're with someone else who's like a carbon copy of them. And they know that they're the real thing. And they know that you are the real thing. But you're just standing looking at the mirror in one of their reflections. And you're just so engaged and you're with it. You're you're with one of their reflections. And all they want to do is just break every single one of those mirrors. But they can't because those mirrors, those reflections are not actual mirrors. That's an analogy. Those mirrors are other people, another person. Can't break another person. It's a whole other story in them and of themselves, right? Nonetheless, they're a carbon copy of them that you found and you thought, oh my God, this is my person because there were similarities, right? It's what you thought you always searched for. And you searched for them and then you found something similar and you're like, okay, this is it. And then you met them. Is this like a star-crossed lovers story? That's sad. It's a choice, Cancer. If you're the person who's with the reflection of your soul counterpart or whatever you want to call it, then it's in your hands, you know? Because they can't break the mirror. You can't hurt a person like that. You have to do it. You don't break the mirrors, you walk away, you step outside of the room. You step outside of the illusion. And then they can step outside with you and then you can see them. The sun card, you'll see clearly. It'll be as bright as day. No questions. Four of Swords, Two of Wands, the Moon, and then Two of Cups. You have three twos. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and Two of Cups. As soon as you recognize your person, and as soon as you leave the room of mirrors, it puts you to a stop, on a halt. You gotta like process a little bit because you realize that there's a new path here, a new direction that is completely different than the one you thought you were on, or that you thought you should be on. And it's a little bit confusing and scary because there's a lot of unknown. It's hard for you to tell. Like things seem to be so clear, you seem to have all the answers, but now that the illusion is shattered and you're left with like the reality beneath the illusion, and it's scary, then when you go full in, it's simple. You'll just get to be with your person. Wow. Bottom of the deck, the Fool, Ace of Pentacles, the World, and Justice. It's just freedom to be who you are and to walk your path. Void of self-deceit and void of self-deceit and a dishonoring of who you are. It's like a circle is completed, a cycle is completed. It's a big journey that you've taken. It was karmic. You couldn't see that you're with a carbon copy because it was veiled on purpose so that you'll go through the karma. But now that the veil is lifted, you're going to have a new start. You're going to see things differently, clearly, and make decisions based on who you are. It's beautiful. Some of it will result in traveling or a move. That's just the details that will vary. If you want to study tarot with me, check out Tarot Masterclass Bunkai. It's on Vimeo. Link is below. You also have VIP content over on Patreon and Tarot Masterclass. A few of the classes over there available on Patreon. Stay magic, stay true. I love you, and happy birthday again.